Alright, so let me just keep trying. See if I can get these stupid lurkers. Ah! Got me. Yeah, I got a little too aggressive there. See, it definitely seems like I should be able to kill these things, but I don't know, it's kind of almost at a point where it's not worth the time and effort to kill these guys, because I'll have a much easier time a little bit later. Plus, like, every little mistake gets punished so hard. Yeah, I don't like doing that forward combo, because it, like, just... it steps you into the damage, but at the same time, I don't want to be backed up so far that I get pushed into other enemies and stuff. And plus, I want to be able to get, like, more than 1 or 2 hits in, because every time I do that little back pedal, at least at the side swipe, I only have enough time to get 1 hit off. And, you know, maybe slow and steady is the way to go, but I'm getting a little impatient. Oh god, I didn't back stuff. I'm kind of... oh god. The thing with the forward combo is, like, you need to time it so that way the attacks will stagger him twice. Because if you hit him twice while he's being staggered from the first time, the second hit won't stun lock him. Alright, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna try this on the one in the middle where... oh god, Greg's still over there. My game kind of froze. Yep. I think that's like a crash. A crash that disables my mouse, so then I have to navigate into the task manager and do everything with just my keyboard, which is loads of fun. Alright, so now I gotta load back in again. Windows loading. Turn on atmospheric scaling every single time. I think this game has like a memory leak, because it starts out running at something reasonable, like 700 megabytes of memory, and then gets up over twice that as the game goes on. It's like the longer I play, the worse it gets. Oh god, I can't see. And I just had a little bit of a lag spike there. You know, this might be even harder because I can't really see him and I'm having to really... The other hard part about doing that forward combo is it kind of locks you in the attack animation a little bit longer than the side swipes, which then makes it harder to do a back pedal, because if you're still in that attack animation when you try to hit the back button, you'll block instead of doing the back pedal, whereas the side attacks you can back pedal pretty much like right out of. Maybe. I could maybe glitch him in the water. I had a lizard earlier that was really screwing with me. But I don't know, I'm getting really tired of fighting that thing, and it's just not worth the headache right now. Although they do give a lot of XP. Screw it. I'll come back later. Use another one of my torches that I'll inevitably lose when I have to reload a save. Alright, I do want to come over here, because I think I might be able to loot some wolf pelts out of this. Oh, and actually it occurs to me, I can get Lee, or not Lee, I can get Lares to escort me to the mercenaries, and I think I can get him to help fight those lurkers. So that would be way easier than trying to just fight them on my own. God, this strafe is just like unbearable with the torch equipped. Yeah, wolf skins. Which I think puts me at 5. So I still need one more. One more wolf skin to appease Bosper. I'm about to sneeze. Maybe not. I think there is another wolf pelt or two that you can get from a bandit camp, either here, like near here, or the one by Akil's farm. And I think there's also, there might be one or two in the mercenary camp. Might be kind of nice to get that last wolf pelt before I head back.
Traveling so far from home, out here you have to be careful, especially when you're all by yourself.
What are you doing out here?
Well, the tavern is too expensive for me. That's why I settled here. The previous inhabitants don't seem to need it anymore.
Who used to live in this camp?
No idea. Probably some hunters. I suppose it got too dangerous for them out here.
Isn't it too dangerous out here?
Well, not if you can defend yourself. My crossbow has already proven to be of service many times.
It's not all that big.
But deadly, if you know how to handle it. I used to have a bigger one. Unfortunately, I lost it.
It's not the size, it's how you handle it.
Into the mountains. There's a big stone circle there with a sacrificial altar. While I was hunting scavengers up there, these vile undead beings came out of the woods and attacked me. All I could do was run for my life. While I was running, the crossbow slipped from my hand. I bet it's still lying up there by that strange stone circle in the north.
Can you teach me something?
Before I teach you anything, you'll have to improve your dexterity.
What, you want more dexterity out of me? Alright, I think I can loot this without pissing him off. Yeah. And I think the other two chests in that, in this tent are gonna be locked.
I know nothing about picking locks.
Which is next on my agenda once I can get into the Thieves Guild. Because I think, what's his face? I think Thorben is still gonna charge me like 200 gold or something outrageous. Oh, there's a wall here. So I'm gonna head back to town. Actually, no, I'm gonna stop at Akhil's farm. Because that's on the way, and there's like one or two things I can do there. Then I'll head back to town. So that portal that I stepped into in that cave a little while ago is more or less along this path here. And what in the world is that a mole rat creeping around on the horizon? Yeah, okay. So here we have Errol Flynn.
What's the matter?
What's the matter? Just look at that mess under the bridge over there. I haven't seen anything like it in my entire life. Those swine should be exterminated, I tell you.
Alright.
What happened?
I was traveling with my helpers when those horrible brutes came jumping on my cart out of the blue and butchered everybody. I'm lucky that I still know how to dish out a decent right hook, or they would have killed me too.
Who were those people?
The bandits. Who else? They took over the bridge up there. They rob everybody who tries to pass the bridge. I knew they were lurking up there, so I passed under the bridge instead. But my cart and my goods must have been too tempting for them. Those scumbags simply jumped from the bridge directly onto my cart. I should have tried to steal past in the night.
That stuff there under the bridge is yours?
The cart, the goods, everything. But none of it is really any value to me. The only thing that's irreplaceable are the 3 stone tablets they stole from me.
Stone tablets?
The water mage in town wants to buy them from me, and I promised he'd get them. I must have them back at any cost, or my reputation will be tarnished.
What would a water mage want with them?
He said he was going to study them, and asked me to bring him more.
Where did you get those stone tablets?
I found them near old buildings, such as mausoleums or sometimes in caves. I've already sold a whole bunch of them to the water mages in town. They're pretty rare down here, though. I found most of them northeast of Corinus.
Why don't you simply go looking for new ones?
During that melee with the bandits, I sprained my ankle. I can still hobble along, but I don't want to walk very far on this foot.
Oh, hello. I got so much dialogue.
I need information about a weapons delivery for the bandits.
Weapons delivery? Yes, I know about that. Some swine from the city sold them so many weapons that they could barely carry them all. Some of them are kept on the bridge where those bastards attacked me. The rest of them were probably hauled past Bengar's farm on the high pastures. Maybe the bandits wanted to take them across the pass.
Where are those high pastures?
Orland's Tavern is located just about the center of the island of Corinus. It's called the Dead Harpy. There's a way south from there. It leads to the high pastures and the entrance to the pass to the Valley of Mines.
About those stone tablets.
Oh, did I just
I've
give
got
them?
some.
Oh.
Thank you. I'm missing only one now. I'll pay you for them, of course.
Oh. Alright, so that's a quest. And unfortunately, those stone tablets are valuable, because I think when you trade 5 of them in at a time, or 3 at a time or something, to the water mage in town, you get like a free mana bonus.
Show me your wares.
I can't sell you anything. Oh my, I can only sell you something once I get home. But I won't leave here until I have my stone tablets back.
Are you a citizen of the town?
Haven't been in ages, boy. There's no love lost between me and the corrupt swine in the upper quarter of Corinus. I used to have quite a bit of influence there, you know, but that was months ago.
You managed to drive back the bandits?
Yes, but I'm sure they're still up there on the bridge.
Can you teach me how to hit hard like that?
Of course I can.
I forget if he's just a normal trainer. He might be able to give me like a free strength bonus if I bring him his tablets.
Show me how I can hit harder.
All right, but you'll owe me for that. Help me save my reputation and bring back my stone tablets. Then I can show you how to make better use of your strength in combat.
Yeah, so I think once I bring him a third stone tablet, he'll give me basically a free strength upgrade. Which is cool, but again, this early in the game, it doesn't do me a whole lot of good. Especially because... oh my god. I'm going for strength, or not going to be using strength much as a dexterity character. So all this stuff that I'm looting is supposedly Errol's. I don't think he gets upset if I loot it. There might be a dialogue window about like, hey, that's my stuff, and then, or maybe I can hand it all back to him or something. What was that wolf's tooth? Takes 22 strength. Does 45 damage. That's kind of reasonable. Like that's a good damage to strength requirement ratio. I would like to loot this gold here. The sort of downside to being a dexterity character is there aren't as many dexterity-based weapons in the game. The good news is going dexterity will let me pick locks and pickpocket and equip bows. So there's a lot of versatility in it, but when it comes to melee weapons, there's a much bigger gap in level upgrades between weapons, so I already have a sword, but it might be a while before I find something better. Something that will do more damage for more dexterity. Because I know that the Master Sword that I can buy from Martin will give, I think, 120 damage for 60 dexterity. But I don't know where to find anything between this 40 damage, 20 dexterity. Like, I know there has to be one somewhere, but
nothing to be had there.
I don't know exactly where it is.
I know nothing about picking locks.
Alright, so that's another thing I need to try to remember to come back to at some point.
I'll never get this open without the right key.
Once I get into the Thieves Guild and have lockpicking.
That will never change. It's exactly
Near the mercenary camp in the Valley of Mines. Is that possibly a... Is that possibly the Master Sword? I think there's one, I think there's a Master Sword in the Valley of Mines that you can get for free And I want to say there's another dexterity sword that's like named after a woman, where it's like Lucia's blade or like Rose or something like that. Rapier, yeah, okay. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be getting to the Valley of Mines anytime soon unless I climb over that wall. Alright, so these stairs lead up to Akil's farm. Tavern to lighthouse. And there's a couple of things that can be done here on Akil's farm. I think I've got a quest from Nagur to essentially steal a delivery from Akil. There's an event happening now with Akil, and I think Akil has like another quest for me to root out some bandits, which overlaps with another quest I have from town to find bandits.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
Okay, if I can get out of this tree.
There's more, believe me.
Alright.
Nobody ever asks me.
So here at almost 5 o'clock in the morning, we have... Oh, the sun's coming up. That's kind of
I used
sudden.
to say that myself.
We've got Akil being accosted by
He should have known better.
mercenaries.
Is there a problem?
No, everything's fine. It would be better if you left now.
Are you sure?
Yeah, everything's fine. I can't talk to you now.
I won't be treated like that.
Not now. I can't talk to you now.
Let's have a chat with these
have
fine,
to feel
respectable
sorry for
gentlemen.
Whatever it is that brought you here, you had better forget it and hit the road.
Hey, Yoko! Have you lost your way? Go back to your
That will
field
never
and pull up a
change.
few turnips.
Akil's farm is threatened by mercenaries.
I won't be
Hey, you're still here. I'll give you a choice, stranger. Piss off or die.
Pretty sure this guy could one-shot me.
I want to join you mercenaries.
Oh, really? Piss off, then. Oh, you're not gonna join anyone ever again. You had your chance, but you don't seem to want to listen to reason. All right, so I'm gonna kill you now. Angardo, let's do them in.
Yeah, you're a little slow. Engardo's like already on this. Actually, Alvarez is not hitting me that hard. Nice, I got
So much for you, lowlife.
got the kill.
You deserve that.
Ah, I got both of them. Sweet, that's about as good as I could hope for. Oh, he's like,
Thank Innos. I
poor
thought my
sucker.
time had run out.
You don't even
my
have
name
any
is
gold on
Akil.
you.
I've farmed
I
this
think
humble
I'd
piece
better
of land.
take this weapon.
Who were those people?
Those
unfortunately,
were mercenaries from Onar's farm. Those bastards don't know anything but plunder and murder. I'd been fearing the worst. Well, thank Innes it didn't come to that. Tell me, what can I do for you?
Unfortunately, this other guy done gone and stole the weapon.
Nothing. Just as long as you got through this all right.
You're an exceptional fella. May Innes guard you on your way.
I've gotta go.
So long. I really wish I could have done more for you.
And that sword might have actually been worth a decent amount to sell. Is this rough war axe? Maybe not. The rough war axe is only worth 60, which means it only sells for like 8 or something stupid like that. I could have gotten some gold out of him, but I think there's more XP if you take the generous option, and I'd rather get the XP, even though I am really starved for gold. And I think he'll also be like a little bit more generous to you later on as well. Oh, this is the guy I need for
Everything all
a
right?
quest.
Yes, I'm fine. That Alvarez has become bolder and bolder lately. Good thing that's over now. What I could use now is a good drop in the tavern.
You're not from around here, right?
I come from the Southern Isles. At some point they said they needed people in Corinnes because of that magic ore. But when I got there, they had this huge barrier in place, and I didn't want to go in there, so I started working in the harbor. Well, the ships stopped coming in, and so I went to work for Akil. I've had worse jobs, actually.
You hang out in the tavern?
That's right, but not recently. I cannot afford going there anymore.
What exactly is going on there in the tavern?
There's gambling there. Two fellows compete against each other. Whoever can hold the most beer wins. In the end, I did nothing but lose, and now I need to make some more money first.
Who did you go up against?
Against Rookar, that old good-for-nothing. So far, he's beaten me every time. But somehow I have the creeping suspicion that the filthy swine has laced my beer with gin every time. I suspect he keeps the gin hidden in that damn chest of his, that lousy scumbag. Somebody ought to sneak some plain water into his chest. Then he can lace my beer all he wants. If I only had enough money to compete against him one more time.
Alright, so I can't advance this quest until, I guess, I swap out the gin with water.
Onar's rebellion will have serious consequences. I prefer to keep out of it.
Which I might do. The tavern's not too far away. I should be able to just run in there real quick and do that. Kati.
Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you.
Why don't you defend yourself against Onar's tyranny?
For us farmers near the city, it makes more sense to stay on the good side of the city militia than to rely on Onar's mercenaries. On the other hand, there's Bengar and Sekab who would rather give up their farms than work for the king.
Where do I find the farms of Bengar and Sekab?
They're not far from the farm where the landowner lives. Go east from here and you'll find them.
Haven't you ever considered moving away from here?
It's not easy to get away from this part of the country. All the land is walled in by a high, insurmountable chain of mountains. The only two ways out of here are the pass to the Valley of Mines and the harbor. Since we cannot afford passage on a ship, and the Valley of Mines is a place of no return, we're going to have to stay here.
What do you know about the pass?
I've never been there myself, but it must be somewhere near Bangar's farm on the high pastures.
Look out for your husband.
I shall do my best.
I thought she'd like give me some kind of reward out of the kindness of her heart. But I guess not. And now I'm going to steal from your chest, which has a lot of valuable loot in it. Boar, eh? I think the boars are pretty tough. Ah, Anum. I remember this guy.
Who are you?
My name is Anum. I'm one of the field hands. And the half-pint over there is my brother Egil. We've been working here on the farm for Akil for several years.
How's the field work going?
Do you want to help? There's another hoe back there. Grab it and then head for the field. You just have to make sure that the field raiders don't surprise you. They'll tear your arm right off with one bite.
Why don't you do anything about the field raiders?
I've killed more of them than I can count. The only problem is they keep coming back.
There's supposed to be like a little quest between Anum and Egil. See if I can.
Hey, you!
See if I can trigger that.
What's up?
It's been a long time since we've seen a stranger on our land who didn't want to skin us. I hope I'm not wrong about you. I'm Egil, and the strange bird over there is my brother Anum.
How's the field work going?
Great, if those miserable field raiders weren't constantly destroying our harvest.
Why don't you do anything about the field raiders?
You're joking. Since I've been on this farm, I've killed so many of the beasts that I've lost count. But alas, new ones keep coming.
Your brother tells a similar story.
Ah, what exactly does he say?
That he has also done away with plenty of field raiders.
What? That loser can't even find his way home by himself. Tell him he shouldn't brag like that.
I will tell him that.
Hey, you! Your brother thinks you're a braggart.
What? He's actually got the nerve to say that? He'd better watch out or I'll teach him a lesson. Go and tell him that.
I will tell him that.
Hey! Anum is a bit irritated about this thing.
He shouldn't puff himself up so much, else I'll tear his head off. Tell him that.
I'll tell him that.
Hey, you! I think the two of you should just relax.
The bastard didn't give in, am I right? I'll tear out his guts. Tell him that.
Why don't you tell him yourself?
I'll do that.
Yeah. It's funny, they start saying what I'm saying. Alright, so... Fight, 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 fight! I think Egil's about to kick his ass with that new sword. Actually, Enum's already gotten some solid hits in. You guys fight like idiots. Actually, that was a pretty nifty dodge move. Oh, and Anum is down. I want to steal all the loot.
Thanks for the gold, you hero.
Nope. Oh,
I think I'd better take this weapon.
I couldn't get the sickle in time.
Wait a minute. Haven't you done enough damage? I think you should go now.
Nothing there.
Oh, my head.
Wait a minute.
Do you want to cause even more trouble? I think it would be better if you left now.
Alright, so that was kind of fun. Still need to talk to Akil about a couple of things.
What did the mercenaries want from you?
You don't know that? Onar, the landowner, hired them. They guard his farm and collect the rent for him. And that means they go from farm to farm and take whatever they want. And whoever can't pay gets a taste of their steel.
You know your way around this area.
Sure. What do you want to know?
What is there in the woods behind your farm?
There's just a whole bunch of monsters back there. And the wolves are the least dangerous. A few bandits are also said to have their caves there. Well, they've left my farm alone so far.
Have you heard anything about missing citizens?
Don't make me laugh. Heard of them? Some of my own people are missing. Tonak and Telbor used to work on my fields until 3 days ago. And I know exactly that they wouldn't up and leave the farm just like that. And yet they've simply vanished and no one can tell me where they went. If you happen to find out what's become of them, be sure to let me know, will you?
Where can I find Onar's farm?
Just go back down the stone steps and follow the road to the east. At some point you come to a tavern. From there you go farther east until you come to the big fields. That's where the mercenaries hang out.
What is that tavern to the east of here?
Ask Randolph. He knows more about it than I do. He's been there a few times.
I've got to go.
So long. I really wish I could have done more for you.
Alright, so I could head back to the tavern and try to do this quest with Randolph. I think I'll give that a shot. I'm gonna sleep until midnight though, because I think Rukar, I don't know when he goes outside, but I think I need to get him outside in order to get into his chest. Hopefully I don't have to... Actually, I might have to like beat him up or something to get the key from him. I don't remember. We'll find out. And I can't see... There we go. Alright, so a little ways down this path is where I was when I got warped back, when I stepped on that warp stone. So I'm almost back to where I was when I got warped out.
I've got no time for things like that.
Alright, so there's Rukar out there. Let's see if I can get into his chest. Aha!
You don't have to tell me that.
I can. So there's the gin. Let me stick a bottle of water in there.
There's more, believe me.
That's not what I heard.
I'm staying out of it.
That's been known a long
I've got
time.
somebody who wants to compete against you.
Who might that be?
His decision.
Randolph.
Randolph the Braggart. All right, why not? Send the wimp to me and the deal stands. You can pick him up again no more than 2 days later. Who knows? Maybe you'll get lucky and he'll be able to stand by then. How big is your bet?
I'm going hard because I know he'll win.
He knew better.
100.
That's what I like to hear.
I agree.
I'll take your bet and hold it until the contest is over. All right?
Here's my stake.
All right. Don't take too long bringing Randolph here, you hear?
All right, I'll be right back.
Is it really true?
Same old thing all over again.
This would be a little bit faster if I didn't have to go under this bridge. But there's a bunch of really tough bandits up there who would probably be able to kill me right now. And there's no way to get up there from underneath anyway. But it would be a shortcut on the way back at least. Love how Akil and his wife sleep inside, and then everybody else is just like hanging out by a campfire in the back. They don't get beds anywhere.
How much money do you need for the contest?
10 gold coins.
I'll give you the money to compete against Rukar.
Really? Thank you so much. I'll repay you soon. If I win, I'll even fork out a little more than that. I'll be seeing you.
And so now I think I just need to... Whoa. The texture on the sheep kind of looks a little bit glitched. I think I just need to wait a couple of days. And get her out of bed so I can sleep in her bed.
What's the matter?
I hope I didn't need to actually be there for anything, but I think this quest just kind of happens passively in the background. Should also point out at some point, I turned off the weather effects because I was having issues in the first game with saving in the rain, and in this game I did have an issue where it rained early on in my test run with all those settings on, and then after it stopped raining, the lighting was completely broken. Like, it was almost as if the sun was still being completely obscured by rain clouds, even though there were no rain clouds, so I just figured, screw it, I'll turn the rain off. It's a cool effect in DX11, but it's kind of unnecessary, and it's just a visual thing. So I just figure, screw it, we'll just get rid of the rain to make life a little bit simpler.
Well, there you are, finally. I've been waiting for you.
What happened?
The drinking contest is finally over.
Who won?
This time, Randolph has won. Rukar must have been having a bad day. So, well, I hope that was the last time. I don't want that kind of to-do in my house ever again, remember that.
Just remember what I said about merchants equipping weapons. Orlan has equipped that huge battle axe.
Wait a minute. Hangover?
No, I feel fine, really.
It finally worked this time. Thanks again for your money. Here, take it back. Looks like Rukar won't be getting up anytime soon.
I got 20% back. Yo, he's taking like the bridge route back to Akil's farm. You are gonna get ganked by bandits that way. Don't go that way, you stupid idiot.
That was obvious all along.
You seem to have bitten off more than you can chew.
Here's your money, and not one word more.
Alright, so that's
I used to say that myself.
done. Now I can head on.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
Try to fight some of those bandits that were in in the forest behind Akil's farm.
It had to happen sooner or later.
That's not what I heard.
Okay, I just wanted to check back here to see if there was any any loot. Okay. Oh, we got some rats. I'm hearing goblins, but I think they're down the road, like off to the left. And alright, we got a bunch of field raiders over here. I will fight the field raiders for experience, because I still need a fair amount before I can get another level up. Ah. So with that one, I strafed to the side and he still got me. I think different enemies have slightly different attack radiuses. Ow! Oh god, I got both of them? I did not save my game, so I'm gonna die! Ah, jeez, come on. I only heard the one hissing at me. I mean, I saw the other one, but I thought it stopped. Alright, let's try that again. And pull just the one this time. Alright, I think I did it.
Nothing to be had there.
Swampweed. That's cool. See, these field raiders have like an uncanny ability to get their attacks off before it appears that they're even attacking. Which makes dodging and attacking a little bit difficult, because you kind of just have to anticipate when they're going to do something. So it's less about like reacting to a cue and just kind of getting to know how the AI is going to do things, to know, alright, he's right about to attack, so I need to back up. And I really wish that the forward attack didn't leave you so wide open, because it's really easy for them to get attacks in between your chains. I think those boars were over here somewhere too, and I don't want to get too close to them because I'm pretty sure they could screw me. They could kill me pretty easily. At least the ones when I started out the game, the ones near Zardus' tower were able to pretty much one-shot me. Now that might be a little different now that I've leveled up a few times and have some more health and more armor, but yeah, whatever. I'll give it a shot. That's okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, it was funny because I had just talked about how I had turned the weather effects off, but if you look at the sky from here, it looks like it's all murky and cloudy. And I think that's just a consequence of going into the forest. Like, the game kind of darkens everything and makes everything look a little bit gloomy. Let me see how well I can fight a boar. I'd like to fight just one, please. Okay. I think I pulled just the one. Oh, this one's a little screwed up, a little glitched out. Yeah, they can hit pretty hard. And as with the field raider, it's got kind of... Oh god, as soon as I get my bow out... Ah! I love how it sits there for like 10 seconds looking completely glitched out, and then as soon as I switch to my bow to shoot him, he's like, no, I'm fine, and you're dead. But a lot like the field raider, he's got like a charge attack that just that goes through really easily, and it's hard to get an attack through on that. Oh, okay. What? Did I get both of them? Oh, give me a break. Let me just die here. There's like no way can I fight two of them. It didn't look at all like I was gonna get both of them. Yep, that's both of them again. Let me just die again. For crying out loud. I pulled one of them that one time. It's just that one time. Now I can't do it to save my life. I think they might be socially aggro, because that one in the distance was like way in the distance. And then as soon as I got close enough for the one to attack, to come like posture at me, the other one came over as well. And see, I have... Oh, God. Ah! And they really don't give enough XP for the amount of effort it takes to kill them. They hit so hard, and they only give 60. Like the field raiders. The friggin' field raiders give more XP and are easier to take down than the boars. Alright, so I'll take a nap to heal up. And fortunately, that means the other boar should now be all by itself. Can't really see it through all this vegetation. Ow. I'm a little surprised it did not get an attack in earlier. And since there's still a bed right here, no sense in using my personal healing supplies, so I'll just run back, grill up some meat, take a nap, and go kill those field raiders. Assuming I can grill up some meat.
Hey, you!
I'm not gonna be able to. She's gonna be on that stove the whole time. Well, that was nice. It's kind of a boring combo, but it works. Just to do that backstep, side swipe, side swipe. Okay, see, I got greedy there, and then I got damaged.
Nothing to be had there.
And that sounds like a wolf off to my right. Now, further into this forest, there are a lot of really dangerous enemies. Like, those are wargs over there. So those guys are much stronger than a wolf, and I think would be a bit too risky to try to fight. So this stuff that I'm hearing to my right might be more wargs then, in which case I really don't want to go that way. Now that sounds like more boars. Oh man, I don't want to fight boars again.